energy-efficient wastewater lifting stations made by PTS Jung. This is Mark. Mark's very pleased with himself as he's recently converted his cellar. He's now got a workshop at last with a bathroom next door. There's even room in it for the family washing machine. Mark can now indulge in his hobby to his heart's content, even if it's pouring and blowing a gale outside. And it's all down to his plumber, who recommended installing a lifting station as a precaution against backflow. That way, he's always protected against the nuisance and expense of a flooded cellar. But Mark's neighbor Franz is skeptical when he takes a look at the cellar for the first time. He asks Mark how the backflow prevention actually works. "It's very simple," says Mark. "An electric lifting station made by Jung pumps any extra wastewater out of the building through a backflow loop. It's all very quiet and efficient." Efficient? Franz laughs out loud. "An electric pump like that uses a lot of electricity," he argues. Mark smiles to himself. He knows better and gives him the lowdown. A 4-person household produces about 480 litres of wastewater that needs to be pumped out through the backflow loop using the lifting station. In a new build conforming to standards, only the wastewater produced below the backflow level, such as in the cellar, is pumped out by the lifting station. In Mark's case, it is like this. But in many existing buildings, all wastewater had to be pumped out due to the existing pipes. With this energetically unfavourable case, we expect further on. The Complete lifting station from Jung, which was fitted in his cellar, only runs 24 times for a few seconds at a time. Each pumping operation uses less than 0.002 kilowatt hours. This translates to only 0.05 kilowatt hours of electricity per day, or about 1.5 cents. But Franz is still not convinced. He still thinks that even a small amount of energy like this can run up huge bills over time. But Mark has another idea how he can put this across. He takes Franz to the newly fitted fridge in his cellar workshop. He opens the door and takes out a cool beer for his neighbor. Mark explains the numbers again, using his fridge as an example. Mark's fridge has a capacity of 150 litres and uses about 100 kilowatt hours per year. Mark's family has to pay about €28 at the end of the year for the electricity it uses. If you compare this figure with the amount used by a Complete lifting station, you can see how energy efficient and sustainable the Jung lifting station is. Even if you include the 9 kilowatt hours standby electricity for the pump control, the lifting station uses a mere 27 kilowatt hours altogether. The bottom line is, the lifting station is only responsible for just €7.7 of the annual electricity bill. Mark considers this a small price to pay for preventing his beloved workshop and its fridge full of beer from flooding. Even Franz can now see the point, and the two of them drink to this with a well-earned beer. Energy-efficient wastewater lifting stations made by PTS Jung. Reliable and energy-efficient prevention from cellar flooding caused by sewer backflow.